I love Amy Schumer, and I could not have been happier when it was announced that she was going to play Barbie, but some people freaked out and totally jumped on her for not being perfect enough. Not cool. So there's a Barbie movie coming out, and it's going to be coming out next summer.
Cannot wait.
And the plot involves her not being perfect enough for Barbie Land, so she basically gets exiled to like the real world and has to figure out how to fend for herself. And it's like a lighthearted, a fun, live action. And people describe it as, have you guys seen Enchanted with Amy Adams?
I was just going to say total Enchanted
Totally
vibes.
like that, or like Big with Tom Hanks, those kind of vibes.
Okay.
And it's more PG for Amy than she's usually, but she's going to be fine.
She'll be fine.
And when that was announced, people jumped on her because they said her body type doesn't fit the typical Mattel doll.
I thought we were behind this because we saw Ashley Graham come out with her Barbie, which was a plus-size Barbie, and then we see Zendaya come out with, she has dreads for the Barbie. So I was like, okay, everybody is advancing and they're thinking, but apparently not.
Yeah. I think society as a whole is used to growing up with this super skinny Barbie, the blonde Barbie, the skinny Barbie, but that is unrealistic. I mean, if you think about it, like, how can you possibly find someone that looks like the doll? You know what I mean?
And that's not the point of the movie. It's supposed to be that
the plot kind of
But regardless,
matches
even
that.
if the plot matches like real life, I feel like it's just so great that they bring someone in that's a little bit thicker. You know what I mean? And that she is so confident in her own body. And I loved her Instagram post. I think we were all shocked when we read her Instagram post, just basically turning down all the trolls, all the haters, and saying, whoever thinks, I'm fat or whatever, that's on you, because I'm perfectly fine and I'm comfortable with my body. And I mean, I can't applaud her more.
And you basically said, I was going to say what she said in her Instagram post, but basically she was just like, silence all the trolls. Like, I will pray for you because clearly you're in pain. And, just learn to love
here's
yourself.
the photo. I mean, and I love how she highlights her own accomplishments, and she finishes off saying, thanks to everyone for the kind words and support. And again, my deepest sympathy goes out to the trolls. So she's, obviously using comedy to kind of laugh at what's happening, but I love how she highlights all of her accomplishments, saying she's been nominated for 2 Grammys, and goes on and on and on.
Yeah.
Good for her.
Well, it's a confidence thing, right? The only way to really shut people up that go for such personal and low blows is to show them that you're not affected by any of it. And I buy it when I bought those words from her. She's the type of person that seems like she said, I have zero shame in my game. Like, I know I'm good. Like, she was awesome in Trainwreck. She clearly knows how to act. This is super side note, but she has those Old Navy commercials out right now that are hysterical.
Oh, yeah.
I showed them, do you remember? I was like, you guys need to watch this Old Navy commercial. You're like, all right, Sinead, calm down. But I think she's hilarious, and I think that this is the next step for Amy, right? We know we know that she can do awesome stand-up.
Right.
And now we're gonna see her kick butt acting.
And that's exactly what she's gonna do for this movie. So Mattel has never really launched, don't quote me on this, but I don't think they've ever released a movie that has gone directly to theaters. I feel like they're all at home or DVD.
Yeah,
this is like the first Barbie.
Okay, so it is the first one. So that's exactly the person they need to bring on board.
Absolutely.
She is so funny, and to what I know, she's gonna be able to adjust the script to her own and make it her own.
With her sister.
Yeah, exactly.
And she's mega famous. So from a marketing standpoint and a director, producer standpoint too, they obviously want someone of name credibility as well, who can also lead the movie to get butts in the seats. That was a smart move.
But the only thing I'm really disappointed about, I don't know if you guys are disappointed, is the storyline, because I feel like bringing her as the Barbie, she's not the look of the actual Barbie, and I like that, but to make a storyline where it's
focusing on it,
no, just make her the Barbie instead of she's not the stereotypical Barbie, so you get kicked out.
But maybe,
I feel you.
To defend that, maybe they're gonna sort of use that to kind of start, and I know Barbies exist, there's the pregnant Barbie and obviously the Hispanic Barbie and the colored Barbie, but I feel like maybe that's Mattel's way of it's like evolution, kind of going towards the fact that Barbies are no longer going to be these skinny little sticks now, like the normal Barbie. You know what I mean? I guess we'll have to wait and see the movie and see how it ends. But hopefully, obviously, it's going to be for a positive change.
Plus, she plays a really good underdog, right? That's kind of her.
That's true.
Her shtick is also being that's her thing.
Good point.
That's her brand.
And to be fair, the real Barbie, her proportions aren't anyone's body. And they did a study one time where they did the proportions on a person, what it would look like on a mannequin, and it was crazy.
Scary.
Yeah.
Crazy. Like no one looks
Well,
like
isn't
that.
there that Russian model who
yeah, that
altered
got
her body, like,
look
and
like
she
a Barbie.
continues to do
Yeah.
so. She kind of looks like a brat. She looks very freaky, but like obviously her head is bigger than her body, but she's super than
Yeah.
and her waist is like this big.
She got
'cause
ribs removed.
She did, and she wears those little tiny waist
What?
trainers.
What? Nope.
I'm actually excited, but honestly, you guys, will you be going to watch the movie?
Yeah.
Yes, I love Amy Schumer.
Exactly.
Love
So at
her.
the end of the day, Amy's gonna be making that money.
And talk about like
it.
nostalgia, dude. Like
Yeah,
we
I know.
all know Barbie. It's a
Yeah.
household name.
Yeah.
It
I love
reminds
it.
me of the Tyra Banks one. What was it?
Life
Don't be shy. Be a star.
Where you live, where you are.
Be a star.
Oh my gosh,
So
that movie
good.
with Lindsay.
Oh my God.
Lohan.
So good.
So I'm really excited. I think it's gonna be much better
it's gonna be
even.
great.
Now I'm excited.
I love it. What do you guys think? Are you excited for Amy to play Barbie? Let us know in the comment section. And then you can click over to the left to see Clevver plays Celebrity Psychic Kanye edition, or click over to the right for Is Vlogmas Fake? What is it?
What is Vlogmas?